So you were here post Katrina. Tell me, how has that taught you lessons in terms of your ability to prepare this time around as opposed to last time around?
Well, for Katrina, we were expecting a hurricane, which is not unusual for the Gulf Coast at all. And in fact, the city weathered that hurricane fairly well. Significant damage, but not worse than in the past. It was the surge and the breaching of the levees that then created the flood, which created the real disaster of New Orleans. It wasn't the hurricane itself. And I think the city probably faces the same question now. But once we learned that danger and saw the results, the preparations everywhere are different. I mean, the city is today a ghost town. When I arrived this afternoon, the city was like it was after Katrina last time, when everything was empty. Today, the streets are really empty.
You mentioned a ghost town. You work with Starwood hotels. You prepare for disaster preparedness. You're over at the Sheraton, and tell me what it is that they're doing individually to prepare for this storm.
The Sheraton is prepared with about 40 or 50 key personnel who are staying behind as the ride-out team to keep all the systems on and operating. The Sheraton is extraordinarily well built and suffered very little damage the last time. In fact, we never really closed during that, and we were the first one to be able to open up with full services afterwards. So we're preparing the same way. We've got key staff here. We've brought in all the extra supplies, the food, and everything else to feed our own crew, as well as to be ready to try to open to the public again and media and others immediately behind the storm. So the preparations are really to keep everything functioning well now so that it's ready to go.
You know, one of the things you see when you walk around here right now is just about everything is boarded up. As you very well mentioned, it's a ghost town, and yet there are not people staying in your hotel. You said that the hotel is going to be used for people in terms of disaster relief. Why is it that you're not allowing people to stay in the hotel?
Because our main focus has to be in getting the hotel safe and secure and ready for normal business afterwards, not being able to have guests during this time. So our real focus is on the systems and the safety and security of the hotel to be ready in the back end.
You mentioned arriving here this afternoon and your emotions and sort of, walk me through what it was like arriving here this afternoon, what you saw that was different this time around.
Well, when I arrived after Katrina, I actually arrived about midnight. I came in with an escort, and what I saw then was a lot of devastation, not a single light showing, and empty streets. Today, the daytime, lights are functioning. There are some people on the streets, but generally they're empty. We flew over the airline highway, and there wasn't a single car moving either direction. Driving from the airport, where they came and picked us up, I think I saw 3 cars total all the way in. That's just amazing. It makes me wonder what we're going to see in the next couple of days. I'm hopeful that New Orleans weathers this storm so much better. New Orleans is a great city. It's a city that it's in all of our hearts, and we can just hope that it gets through it much better than it did the last time.